right? My dogs, are you insane? No. Stop it!
Hi my beautiful angels, my name is Nita and I welcome you to my happy place. Here we talk about spirituality, mental health, psychic abilities and so much more. I welcome you if you are new here. Please subscribe and join the angel community, it would mean the world to me. And also feel free to make this your happy place too. If you feel like planting a good karma seed today, please like this video and share it with your friends, as it will help me reach as many angels that need guidance as possible. Okay, so today's topic I get asked about a lot. I personally am a full-time tarot reader online, and talking about intuition, I mean, I use it as my job. Like I depend on my intuition fully and solely. So it has been a little bit of a process to strengthen my intuition, and that's why I thought it would be the perfect time today to film this video for you. Okay, first things first, what is an intuition? Your intuition is another word for a gut feeling. It's your instincts. It's that feeling that you get when you know something's off or something is right, and it just, you know how people say, it feels right, it feels so right. To use your intuition basically means to use your instincts. Listen to your gut. Some also believe, including myself, that your intuition is connected to your higher self. So what are the benefits of using your intuition? Your intuition helps identify your true sense of self and helps lead you to your mission here on earth. Following and manifesting your dreams becomes so much easier, and you are able to achieve these things quicker when you are listening to your intuition. Using your intuition helps you be more open to opportunities, as it quiets the mind or the ego, and it helps you see things from a different perspective. Like I said before, when it just feels right. Okay, so just how things may feel right, there are times when things don't feel right at all. Using your intuition also helps you see when things just don't feel right, or when there's weird negative energy around. This helps you make a decision whether or not you think this is really the right way to go. It's basically your own personal guide throughout life, helping you make decisions, seeing things in different lights, and just helping you have a more sense of self and more confidence in yourself, and you just know. Okay, so how do we use our intuition? Number one,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Stop! Okay, so number one is recognizing when your intuition is speaking to you. This is so important, as I spent so many years trying to distinguish the difference anxiety anxiety and paranoia due to my insecurities and past traumas, and my intuition. Like, for example, I would be dating a guy. This actually happened with my current boyfriend, my twin flame, Benji. If you're watching this, I love you. You already know the go. So when we first started dating, I was so paranoid that he was cheating on me, and I would have dreams about it. I would have quick visions seeing him doing things behind my back, and I just couldn't understand why I was having these visions, hearing things in my head. It literally was masked, just like intuition messages, right? And as time went on, and we've been together for 10 months now, currently, so I've kind of, you know, worked through those messages and those fears, and I realized that it did just come down to being insecure because of my past relationships and the way that I was treated back then. So I was just assuming that he was cheating on me because my ex did. So the messages that I would get through my anxiety and insecurities and all that, that was like screaming messages in my head. Like, I would be like, he's doing something, he has to be, like he's online and not replying to me. Like, it was literally like I had somebody in my head screaming at me, like putting me down, And I, in the beginning, didn't even understand. Like, I thought this was my intuition. I was just like, it has to be. Like, why do I keep getting these messages? I then learned that actually, no, your intuition does not yell at you. It's not mean and hurtful. It is just a really subtle kind of knowing. I'm getting goosebumps, and goosebumps is one of them. We'll get to that a little bit later. It's like a subtle knowing within you, or a subtle voice in your head. That is your intuition. Now you can choose whether or not you want to listen to it, and your intuition sometimes will tell you over and over again in different ways. The universe will manifest messages and signs to show you if you are ignoring it, but it does come to a point where if you just push that side away from you and you're not listening to your gut, you more and more will start missing the signs, and it will kind of just be not a thing for you. So your intuition can communicate with you in different ways depending on who you are, how you've been brought up, and what kind of life you live. So the first kind of message that we can get are visual messages. You may receive visual messages in quick flashes, like images being shown to you, or visions. This happens to me quite a lot. I see something, like I'll just either be daydreaming, driving, or even having a conversation, and I just completely zone out, uncontrolled. Like, I'm not trying to do this, it just happens, and I see something. And then later on that day, that week, or whatever, I will see the same thing, but in my real life. It's kind of spooky in the beginning when you're not really sure and understanding of it, but it does become more clearer and you're able to use that information to benefit you. The second message type is through random thoughts. This one happens to me a lot, like all the time, especially when I'm reading somebody, doing a tarot reading for them. I get random thoughts, and like I could again just be doing random things, and then I'll think of somebody. This is a huge one for me. I will think of somebody, they will just pop up in my head. I haven't spoken to them in years, months, whatever, and they will literally either message me on some form of social media, or I will literally bump into them. And it's not within a couple of weeks, it's like within the day or the next couple of days kind of thing. So number 3 is random sounds. This can come in the form of hearing buzzing in your ear, or even a voice in your head. Again, the voice in my head all the time, I'm hearing it. And before, when I didn't distinguish which one was which, whether it was intuition or anxiety, now I understand the difference and I'm able to separate the two. And I've worked very hard to kind of get rid of that anxiety, egotistic, harsh, self-sabotaging voice, and I only listen to the intuition. I will actually do a video on the egoic mind and anxiety, and just the differences and how that anxious mind and self-sabotaging mind can affect you, and how you can, you know, cut the ties with that. So keep that in mind and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, to keep in touch with that, because that's going to be a cracker video. Now, number 4 comes via physical sensations. Like I said earlier, I just had goosebumps. I get goosebumps all the time, like especially when I am reading a client. If I'm sitting there shuffling the cards and I'm asking a question like, how is blah blah's career going, I will literally get goosebumps from my toes to the top of my head, and it feels amazing, right? And it's also confirmation that I just got goosebumps again. It's also confirmation that my body is responding. You know, my intuition is coming through, the messages are coming through. You can also get messages through like a discomfort in your stomach. This also connects to your emotions. If you are like me, your stomach area is very connected to your soul and your emotions. If something doesn't feel right, I get a stomach ache, and I know, I'm like, yeah, maybe not today. My stomach is telling me no. So that's another form of a message through your intuition. Okay, and the last one that I have for you is an emotional message. This doesn't always come through with my readings as such, but it does come through when I know it's time for me to take a break. When my mind and body is telling me, hey, listen, you need to stop. I feel so drained. Okay, so the second way to tap into your intuition is through deepening your connection through meditation. In order to access your intuition, you need to make a connection with it. The most intimate way to connect with your intuition is through meditation. I personally make my own meditations and I've got them on YouTube and on Instagram. I also have more in-depth, more focused meditations on Patreon. I'll have all of those linked below if you guys are interested in leveling up, manifesting, cleansing your soul and tapping into your intuition, all that good stuff. So meditation helps clear the mind, quiet the mind, and helps you pick up on the subtle messages and impulses that your body receives and gives out. Not only did it cure my depression, anxiety, and PTSD, but it also taught me patience. It gave me clarity on who I really am and what I am here to do. Like, I literally went into a meditation, saw a spirit guide who gave me a green crystal necklace, put it around my neck and screamed, "The mother empress, the mother empress." And that is how I literally got my brand name. So it's very, very powerful. Meditation can take you in literally on another level. It also brought out powers within me that I never thought I had. Dedicate time to tap into your intuition. I know life can get busy, but that is no excuse to deter from, is it deter or is it defer? Life can get busy, I know, but that is no excuse to deter away from your self-development journey. Make sure you are taking good care of yourself. Now, I'm not just talking about face masks, I'm talking about real, in-depth, be raw with yourself, talk to yourself, ask yourself questions, like ask yourself, is this really the right job for me? And then sit and think on it, meditate on it. You've got to really be real with yourself, cut the ego and cut the excuses, and just be real, because at the end of the day, you're only here to live your best life. Like, why would you want to move yourself away from the truth, your real truth? And that's what your intuition is here to do for you, give you that truth. Okay, so next up is take action. I'm going to do a little shout out to my friend Ash at The Bear and Me on Instagram. Here's her link, go show her some love. She actually inspired me to do this. I have never actually done this specifically. I've done my own little variation of it, but I haven't done exactly what she done, and I think it's genius. So I want you to ask questions and get specific. So for example, if you have a decision that you are confused on, you don't know which path to take, ask the universe to show you a sign based on which path to take. So for example, the universe, please show me a butterfly if I should take this job, and show me a snake if I shouldn't. Then keep your eye out, go on with your day. Don't be obsessed with finding out the answer. It will come to you in one way or another. Sometimes it might not be a specific, like a real snake in front of you. It may just be a snake on your Instagram feed when you're just scrolling randomly. Just keep your eye out, but let it go at the same time. Don't be like, where is the answer? Is there a snake around? Like, don't do that, because then you create resistance and you actually block your intuition from being able to shine through. Okay, so number 5 is write down your answers. Sometimes, and I'm a big advocate of this, we can forget the messages that come through, especially when they come through in dreams. So write them down. Write down when you see weird things, have weird feelings, see visions, or just any type of thing that you feel is not of the norm, right? It's not really something that you can put a logical answer to. I used to do this when I was young. I'll put up a screenshot here of some times where I've written in my notes on my iPhone of just times where I was like, what the heck, like this is a bit weird. And now that I look back at it, I'm like, wow sis, you were powerful and you didn't even know it. Okay, so number 6 is to take action. The universe rewards those who takes action, and so does your intuition. When you act on the information that you receive from your inner wisdom, you open the channel between your subconscious and conscious mind. This then broadens your intuition, grows it, strengthens it, and provides that open communication between you and your intuition. This equals more messages. And the last one I have for you is trust yourself. Trust yourself, sis. This is the most important. I have struggled with this. As I said before, I'm a full-time tarot reader. So in the beginning, it was a little bit scary for me to put my whole heart out there and be like, this is what I see for you. Because sometimes I'd get a little scared and I'd think twice and I'd be like, oh, maybe that's not true and whatever. Every time I've done that, the reading isn't as accurate as it usually is when I just go with it. So I've made a promise to myself, this was a while back, to always go with my intuition no matter what. If I feel like there is a message that that person needs to hear, I'm gonna say it no matter how brutal or scary it may sound. That's the truth, that's what I feel, and I swear to you, 99.9% of my readings are accurate AF, and these people actually appreciate the messages that I'm sending them because they know deep down with their own intuition that what I am saying is true. And that's the beauty of it, because at the end of the day, we know ourselves the most, more than anyone else. And if I'm gonna sit here and do a tarot reading on you, I am going to tap into your energy field and I'm gonna see all of the things, especially the things that you are too scared to see yourself. So some people may take offense, but that hasn't really happened to me at all throughout my 2 years of reading. Which I'm very grateful for. But I feel like if someone were to take offense at something that they know deep down is true, that's just their ego talking and they're really not ready to hear the messages anyway. Gotta take a breath. Okay, so I nearly forgot the last thing that I want to bring up about how to tap into your intuition and strengthen it and grow it and all this good stuff is crystals. Crystals have their own energy and power in its own. So being able to look at a crystal, hold a crystal and draw in that energy really, really helps strengthen your own power. It's basically, what's the word? Amplify, that's the word. Oh yeah. Okay, so amplify, they basically amplify the abilities that you have. So if you're struggling with intuition, I have a few suggestions of crystals that can help you out right there. Okay, so a few crystals that I would recommend to help strengthen your intuition and overall psychic abilities. So the first one would be Dream Amethyst, Howlite, Labradorite, Smoky Quartz, and Green Aventurine. You can get any of these crystals at lunarrelated.com.au. That is a company that my boyfriend and I created back in February this year. I'm so proud of where we have come and I'm just so proud of the whole thing. Like, I'm just really grateful that I have been able to, you know, come this far and have this opportunity to provide crystals to my community at affordable prices. Seriously, like, don't get me wrong, we're not about to spend more than what we have here at Lunar Related, okay? Okay, so my angels, that is all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. If you would like to have a reading with me, hit me up in the DM. My Instagram is here. Also, if you guys wanted some crystals, Lunar Related, my discount code Empress10 for 10% off. And I will speak to you later. Love you, bye.